Rancho del Lago 2021, and I'm CheryLynn. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me again today. And look at me, no sunglasses. Both surgeries done. Everything is going very well. Still a tiny bit in this most recently done eye, a tiny bit of blur in my vision, but that should be clearing up very quickly, and every day it gets a little bit better. So if you are facing the need of having cataract surgery, do not fear. Everything will go well. It's a very, very common procedure. Before we go further, I want to touch on something that I've been asked about by several people this past week, and that is getting your residency for Mexico. That is a visa that you must apply for while in the United States or Canada, whatever your originating country is. There are consulates, Mexican consulates. You need to make an appointment. You need to find out what the requirements are that they have so that you can be sure to bring all of the proper documentation, and you know ahead of time that you can meet those requirements. And you need to do that fast to get the ball rolling. I'm afraid right now it's the very first couple of days of December 2024, and the way Mexico works is that the majority of the government offices close down for the majority of the month of December and even into January. So the likelihood of you getting an appointment now in a consulate is pretty slim. But even if you did and you got approved on part 1 of that visa application, you would still need to get into Mexico within, I believe it's 30 days after that approval with part 1, and immediately within just a few days of entering Mexico, apply at a local immigration office to get part 2 done. The reason I say hurry now, although it may already be too late, is that the beginning of the year, every single year, the financial requirements increase. If you get part 1 approved now, before the end of December, then the requirements for 2024 are the requirements you need to meet. They will go up again, probably 12 to 15% in 2025. As an example, I've been here 6.5 years. I applied for and got the ball rolling in 2018. At that point, I believe I remember it was like $2,000 and maybe $2,300 per month per person for a retiree with regular monthly income was the income requirement every month, and you had to produce 6 months of documents, bank documents showing that. In 2024, it's well over $4,000 per person, and as I said, increasing for 2025. So I'm going to show you what I got off the internet right here, and it shows you the amounts. And I'm also going to show you this front document for Mexperience.com. It's like experience, only with an M in front. You can get a lot of good current information on Mexperience, and I highly recommend that you do that. Once again, let me take just a moment to do shameless self-promotion. If you enjoy the content you get from my video concerning moving to Mexico, homesteading in Mexico, building in Mexico, being self-sustaining in Mexico, any of the information that I do my channel on, then I would ask you to please subscribe, comment, and share with your friends. Because the more people that know there is someone that can share personal experience and give them places to check on things and valuable information, then the faster this channel will grow. And again, the wonderful circle of then it will help even more people. So thank you. Now today I want to talk just a little bit more about building. I want to show you some photos of getting my home from the slab up a little bit and the oddities of the construction here, or they seem odd to me because of my familiarity with the U.S. construction, not Mexican construction. So these are some of the things that you will face if you choose to move here and build in the traditional Mexican style. Okay, in the beginning here, you obviously have to be prepared for lots and lots and lots of truck deliveries of materials. They do a lot of things in 50-gallon drums. They pour piles of rock and sand and fill and concrete and all kinds of things on your property. These are building castillos. Castillos are the metal supports that are both horizontal and vertical. The handmade kind are much stronger than the kind that are just purchased already made in the stores. Then they stockpile the bricks and they stockpile the castillos, and then they start mixing concrete on the ground. No, not with a mixer. No, not in a big tank or a bowl or anything, just on the ground. The next thing is taking that mound of dirt and finishing off the edges in preparation for digging trenches and lining the trenches with brickwork. And this is a side view of some of that brickwork that is the preparation of the strength of the foundation. And you will now see the look straight on view of the trench. Now that brick is going to go on one side of it, and then the actual foundation of the house brick goes on the other side. They fill in here with castillos for the strength and then pour concrete on top. In the meantime, they're putting in all of the plumbing work for inside of the slab, and then covering where the slab will be with grid work and tying it in on the edges where the concrete will be poured to help support the integrity of the house. This is just more views of the plumbing, and I'm going to tell you it's a great idea to take pictures of every single phase. Here we're starting now to pour the concrete into the slab. The reason you take pictures of every phase is because there will be a lot of opportunity in the future for you to look back and say, oh, that's how they did that, or that's where they put that. It's very important. Now you see the upright castillos, and they will be going at intermittent sections in between the brick. You can see there. They lay the brick in between the castillos and then tie it together. And these are the beginnings of my brick walls. And we will go into more of the construction in the next video. So that's the beginning of construction of a typical Mexican style built home. The slab, the brick, the supports, and all of those things are things that you need to see. We're going to go through a lot more of my photographs as the videos that I do continue, because it's important that you see how the home is built. I had never. And so being a novice to this kind of construction, a lot of mistakes slipped through without me knowing that they were mistakes. So perhaps with me sharing this, you'll be able to avoid some of those things. And don't forget the other videos that I've done. 10 things I wish I knew before building the house, my interview with the local architect, just browse through the videos that I've done and make sure that you select anything having to do with building, if in fact building here is something that is of interest to you. If it's not, that's fine. Go on to some of the videos about the animals, about growing gardens, about my steps toward being energy independent from the grid. And I will continue to bring more information to you. For me, this is a big learning experience. And as I learn, I will share with you so that maybe you can skip a couple of tough steps when you decide to come here and do something for yourself. So once again, thanks for joining me and have a wonderful week until I see you again with more videos about what's happening on the homestead and how we got where we are today on building a house. Thanks. Have a good day.